Hey, hey, hey. Happy Saturday night. Lo and CJ here. What's going on, CJ?
Hey, you seem like you're so far away.
Yes, it seems like I'm so far away, but yet so close.
Yet
What's
so
up, good
close.
people? Everybody that's jumping on. Yeah, happy Saturday night. What's going on? So I'm sure a lot of people are traveling or probably where they need to be, hopefully with family and chilling
Get
and
ready
maybe
for
enjoying some
Christmas.
football, maybe still out shopping, right, CJ? Getting
Yep, there's a
ready.
lot of
Getting
traffic
ready.
out.
That's right. It is next week.
Getting ready for the holidays.
Getting ready for the holidays. So I hope you guys, everybody can hear us. So kind of I don't have my gear, don't have the setup. But hopefully, for those of you that are jumping on, please let us know if you can hear us. Thank you guys for jumping on with us on this evening. Um, Man, this year flew by. I still can't believe it's Christmas next week, right?
Right, it really did. It flew by. It's going to be 2020 in no time at all. What, 8 days? I don't know. 9 days?
Uh, well, I think New Year's is about a week and a half. Yeah, we're not far out at all. So it's going to be 2020.
Yep.
So 2020 don't even sound right, right? But it's going to be here. So hopefully you guys have uh, planned out, mapped out what your plan of action is going to be for 2020. If
That's
you
right.
haven't, you need to do it. It's right around the corner. That's something that we've done this past week, right, Carla?
That's right. And still doing it. We planned, put
Yep,
a plan for success together for next year. So we're still working on it.
absolutely. And just got some exciting new things that's going on and that's going to happen that
Yeah,
we're
but
going
we're
to
not
do.
finished with 2019 yet. We still have a couple of
Right.
days. We actually and we celebrated our 15-year anniversary this
Yes,
year.
we did.
So
Woo,
that's nice to take some time and appreciate,
it
right?
is. That's a
And
milestone right there. Girl, I don't know how
yes.
you put up with me for 15 years. How did that happen?
Well, you have changed a lot in 15 years. I know I have too. I think I have, but
Oh,
you've
yeah.
you've changed a lot in 15 years, but all positive, I would say.
Yeah.
I won't say all. Let me stop making that. Majority of the changes have been positive. Enough that I sign up for another year.
Oh, okay. We're going to keep this train going,
Yeah.
right? But it's 15 years is a milestone. I'm grateful. Man, it hadn't been easy. We've definitely had our share of ups and downs, but we get asked often.
Yeah.
When the people that know us, the people that don't know us, that just get to know us, and they ask us, "Oh my God, how long have you guys been together?" And when we say 15 years, it's like, "Whoa, really?"
Yeah, that just happened, right? Last
Yeah,
weekend, I think someone said
absolutely.
that.
And
Yeah.
exactly, it happens periodically. But there's a couple of things that we can talk about because we get asked often, how do you guys make it work? What are some of the things that you do to make your relationship work? What are you doing? And Carl, I don't know if you want to start out sharing, one or two things, but there's a couple of things that I can think of that we do that has really helped us. So did you want to kick that off, or do you want me to?
Well, I'll start it by just sharing one thing that I think. So
Okay.
one reason is, or one way to, have a long-term relationship is just that we have been willing to sacrifice for each other. There are times that, you get 50-50, you give and you receive, it's 50-50 and it works out perfect. But then there are times where it's 80-20 and you're, on that 20, you're giving more than you're receiving. And so that happens sometimes. And when it happens, I think you have to hang on to each other,
Mm-hmm.
dig deeper in your prayer life or your spiritual life together, and just understand it's only short term. It's not going to last for long.
Absolutely. I
So
would agree.
I say that just be willing to understand that it is a sacrifice.
Oh, no, most definitely. And I definitely agree with what you said. And it really goes back to, those top five things that we both were looking for in a partner or in a spouse. And I think that if you can have those 5 core things and stick to it uh, for the person that you want to be with, then I think you can ride on that foundation of those qualities that you possess and that you want your partner to possess, and just over time you each get better, and you each work through whatever trials that you have. But it starts with that core foundation of the 5 traits, the 5 characteristics that we wanted in each other. Would you agree with that?
That's true. Yeah, most definitely. If you, because I think even before I met you, I had written down the most important things that I wanted to find in a partner, and I think you did the same thing.
Yep.
And so I definitely think that helps a lot to have that foundation that you can build off of. But you're always changing. What about when you change
Yes.
and you're different? Then those 5 things kind of change too, right?
Absolutely. And you're right. So you have the first 3 to 5 years when you're together that you're really still trying to get to know each other and get used to each other and get familiar, right, with each other.
Right.
You really haven't kind of gone through enough. There hasn't been enough time to uh, see everything that you need to see in an individual, because you haven't been through anything. Now with us,
Yeah.
we've been through a lot of things, good and bad.
Yeah.
But we've been able to, and this is one of the things that I've talked about with you, is keep the communication there.
Yeah, that's true.
So whatever it is that's going on that I'm not happy about, or that you're not happy about, or that needs to be addressed, even with those more difficult conversations, whether it be about finances, whether it be about
Which is a difficult conversation.
right
Finances is a hard conversation to have.
finances, sex,
So yeah,
um, just
all those things.
sharing and
Social media,
expressing
all
your
those
feelings.
things.
Social media, that's right.
Yeah.
And even when there's other things going on, because I know there's things in your family, things in my family that have happened, that we've had to be there for each other. And a large part of that, in understanding how I can help you grow or be better or get through it, and vice versa, is through communication. So I think communication has played a huge
Yes,
role in us being able to make it 15 years. And
yeah,
I know that it will continue to be. But a lot
it
of
has.
people don't make it, because of communication,
Yeah,
finances, mainly, or kind of stepping outside, of the relationship. So those are some of the like the top 3 things where it doesn't, people don't make it, but we've been able to, get through those hard times and communicate and talk and just really authentically love each other, and care about each other, to make it work. Do you agree with that?
I agree 100%. You're right about everything that you said, and we just keep choosing each other and hanging in there, right? Hanging in there together.
And
And
hang
something
in
that within the last 2 years that we'll make sure that we talk about things, even though it's not even if it's something that I know she knows, that it's going to bother me, you still
there.
bring it up,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and that's good. I mean, you still have to talk about it.
That's
You still
right.
have to talk
Yeah.
about the things.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't do me. It wouldn't do you any justice if I didn't bring up and talk to you or communicate to you, certain things that I know that need to be addressed. Instead of me saying, "Oh well, no, I don't want to talk to CJ
Yeah,
about that because I don't
that's
want
going to
to. I
upset
don't want
you.
to hurt her feelings. I
Yeah,
don't want to upset her. No, if it's something
yeah,
that needs to be addressed, if it's something that needs to be discussed, then you need to do it. Because what happens is when you don't do that, then it's gonna sit here.
yeah,
And then when something else happens, and then it's gonna add on to it. And when something
yeah.
else happens, add on to it. And then the next thing it'll blow up. So
You blowing up? That's right.
all this stuff is coming up and coming back. and you bring it up old stuff, and you're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't
Or I
even
blow
remember
up
that.
and go off over something
So,
small because the dishes weren't done or something, the trash
right,
wasn't taken out, and I'm blowing up,
right, blowing up and bringing up something from 5 years ago. What are you
going
talking
off
about?
about something that happened a month ago.
And I'm looking like, girl, bye. But anyway, uh,
Very true.
yeah, Chandra Mack said communication is key. Yes, it is.
Very true. And I would just rather know. Yes, Sharonda, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. And
Yeah.
yes, I would rather know. I'd rather know. I'd rather deal with it than to wait till later and then have to filter through all the things that
Mm-hmm.
are really wrong. So yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. So communication, being able to, like you said, continue to choose each other.
That's right.
Continue to choose each other. You know how folks say, grass ain't green on the other side. It ain't. You don't even want to play with that. Because we've heard stories of people that kind of exit the marriages, exit the relationships, and they moved on to something else for whatever reason. And sometimes it's because they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Everybody
Yeah.
got problems. Everybody got issues. You know,
Everybody.
everybody.
But the
And
one thing that I know that with you, I know your issues. I know what I'm going to be dealing with.
right.
It's having a realistic understanding of who you are and the things you struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
So I know those things.
Yep.
And
Like
same for you.
and vice versa.
You know the things I struggle with. And so, but what happens is that I think it becomes a time in a relationship where you start to think, maybe I want to deal with somebody else's issues. Your issues are too much for me.
Yep.
And I'm, decided to give it a shot with someone else. And that does happen
It
sometimes.
does.
It does.
It does.
But I just think knowing that, like you said, the grass is not greener. There are still issues.
Yeah.
And are you want to take that chance and start over again with someone else to learn their issues and see if you can work with them? Because you're going to have to settle and deal with somebody's issues. So
right.
I would rather deal with your issues, sweetheart.
Yep. Absolutely. Vice versa. Here too. Oh, another thing. Watch the circle you're around and who you're talking to about your marriage. That's huge. Everybody's not for you. Everybody's not excited for you and want you
That's true.
and your boo to work it out. So you have to be very careful.
That's true.
People that you talk to and that you ask for advice from, especially when it comes to your marriage. You cannot tell everybody everything. And that's one thing that we don't do. So we don't blast our business out there. We don't. When it comes down to serious conversations and things that we need, we go directly to just a few handful of folks that we know that love us and they're not going to hurt us and that really want to help us. And that's where we go for consulting or to get some advice.
Yes, and we had to learn that. We've learned that, right?
Yeah.
We've learned that
learned that.
you just aren't able to talk to everyone. And I think that what something else that's contributed to our 15 years, I think, has been a strong family support as well.
Yes.
We've had strong support from both sides of the family, and that's been helpful. That's been everything to us.
Yes.
We also have strong friends who love us and support us and will tell us the truth.
Yes.
So I think that's been helpful as well.
Yep, you have to have that. So, 15 years and we have issues, it's not a good idea to talk to someone that hasn't been married for 15 years or, they don't have that experience to be able to give you that guidance to let you know, hey, this is what you want to do. Now you can, and let me say this, because I don't want to sound like, okay, I don't listen to nobody else but folks that's been there and done that. It's more weight as far as that type of advice that I get from people that have been married longer than we have been, or family, like Carla said. The advice that they give, it's more weight that I put on that advice because, again, like Carla said, they're not there to hurt us, and they've been there, right?
I didn't hear what you said the last.
Oh, I was just saying because they've been there.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
right. And
they've
they're
already
talking from
been there. They've done
experience.
that. Exactly.
Right,
They're talking
right, right.
directly from experience.
Exactly. And Sharonda said she's been there, so she
Yeah,
knows. She knows. That's
she
right.
knows.
So, let's see.
Asian talk. Go ahead.
So, yeah,
No, go
so
ahead. You good?
15 years, we're thankful for that. And we're probably going to have a big celebration for our 20th year next year. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's in 5 more years. You mean on 20?
Oh, yeah,
We
five more
got five
years.
more.
Sorry.
We got
Next
yeah,
year.
we got 5 more. 20.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
five
we got
more.
5 more.
So you got to
So
make five more,
we
love.
can do it. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm good. You good?
We're going to hang in there
You
for five
rolling?
more.
We gonna keep it moving. We're
We're
gonna
going to
keep
keep it
this train
moving.
moving. So we're gonna keep it moving. So those out there that's been in relationships for a while, been married, hang in there. Hang in
Yeah.
there. If it's worth it, hang in there. Just continue to
Yes.
communicate with each other. Don't ever stop. Make sure that you consult with folks that love you and that's been there.
That's right.
That's so important.
Yeah.
And three, I would say continue to have, well, I ain't gonna go there. But
What?
yeah,
Continue to be sexual?
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Say it. It's true.
Yeah, I'm just,
It's
yeah, I
true.
don't want to get too deep off into that, but yeah, you got that
That's
sex got
something that really, because I think after 15 years, um, people say, wow, it's a long time to be with the same person, right? We hear that all the time.
all the time.
It's a long time to be, with the same person. They say it a little more vulgar, but,
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
and
it's
it is. So
important. Keep that going.
you got to change it up, right?
Yeah, you got to change it up. Do
We
some
change it
things.
up.
We change it up and do
That's
some.
so that's a whole nother,
That's
that's a
one.
whole nother
That's one
conversation.
other vibe. Yeah, that's one other vibe. Yeah.
Right.
I just
Thank you,
want to say
Sharonda.
that.
She said, congrats on your 15 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Cool. Love
Okay.
y'all. So hold on. Supreme. She said, love, love, love y'all. So true. Keep those sparks flying. That's it. That's it.
Thank you, Queen Supreme. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Sister Shardy. That's Shardy. Thanks, sis. We love you. We appreciate
Oh, that's Shardy. Her name is
you.
Queen Supreme. All right. All right.
Yeah. I like that Queen Supreme.
Right, right. Okay.
Cool. So we're gonna
All
keep it
right.
moving.
So then,
Favorite Christmas? Are we gonna move? You want to
yeah,
move?
you want to talk about your favorite Christmas songs? I know we've been listening to holiday music. So to get us in the mood for the holidays, we have been listening to Christmas music, and I know I use Tidal with Jay-Z's Tidal, and I was able to get a playlist for soulful holiday music, and I love it. I love it. So, what's your favorite Christmas song, Will?
Oh man, I have several, but I do love Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas"
Yeah.
and Nat King Cole "Chestnuts."
Oh, that's a favorite.
Oh man, oh man, yes. Let's see, Kurt Franklin and the Family. Their Christmas album that came out like in the late '90s is probably one of my favorite Christmas CDs. The entire CD is bad. So, I had that blasting earlier this week at the house, but it's wonderful. So, this Christmas, Queen Supreme said this Christmas. You like this Christmas? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
And I also like Chris Brown's version of this Christmas. That boy can sing.
I don't think I've heard that.
Yeah. Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. Oh yes,
Yes. Now I recognize it. That
yeah.
sounds wonderful. You could have sang the whole song, and we probably all would have been good with that.
You know what? I may jump up on here. We may come on Christmas Eve night late, so we
You
may.
should. You should.
So,
My favorite Christmas song, one of my favorite Christmas songs is Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt.
Santa baby, yeah, that's a good one.
Sharonda said Jesus is the reason for the season.
Oh yes, that's a good one. Now, Sharonda, which version? Because Kurt Franklin got one on the CD, the Christmas CD. It's bad. You got to check out that rendition if you haven't, Sharonda. Jesus is the reason for the season. Yeah, yes he is. Oh yes he is. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's bad. So I'm gonna play that after we get off the line.
That's funny.
Uh, yes. So
Go on, keep singing.
it's that time of the year, right? So I need to get my uncle in here to
You
sing.
can sing the whole, yeah, you can sing the whole live if you want.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just doing a little bit. Sharonda said mine too. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yes. That whole CD is bad though. It's just bad. But what else you got, CJ?
Oh, okay. So I guess it's the time for New Year resolutions.
Wait a minute, Queen Supreme said y'all had me dancing with the mop. That is awesome. So, oh, New Year's resolutions. So we still calling it New Year's resolutions, or
Well, that's just what, what's most people call it,
most
but
people? Yeah,
we don't really make New Year's resolutions. We plan for success.
that's right. I love that. 2020, we're
Yeah,
planning for success, doing things different in
that's right.
2020. So, well, what's one of the things you're doing? Just is it personal? You want to talk a little bit about personal life or
Um,
business? Are we kind of not doing business tonight?
I don't know. I don't.
I
Yeah,
could
all
do
I have
it.
right now are business goals for next year.
Yeah.
Um, I know that we have talked about some things, even personally, that we want to see
Mm-hmm.
differently in each other next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because every year we do that. We talk about things that we liked about that happened in the year personally, in our relationship, our marriage, our, finances or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then we make changes based off of that, commit to changes for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already done that. I guess we've already done all that, really.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we haven't, one thing we haven't done is kind of put out a plan of action of how to do it. I think we've kind of identified the things that we want to do differently next year, and then we haven't really put a plan together yet.
Yep. And I know that's
Right.
something we're going to do before the first of the year. So, and Sharonda said, I don't have those yet.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to do it. If you're off work, getting it done for me mentally helps me to get it done, have it written out before the new year. Because I know I
Yeah.
already have it. We have the action plan. We got it like right here or wherever you put it. The phone, tape it on your bathroom mirror, wherever so you can see it.
The vision board.
The vision
Like the
board.
vision board. Yeah.
Vision board, which we have. We'll create a new one so you can see it and make sure it's done and completed before the first of the year. That helps me. Because when, I get out of the bed, January 2020, I can, look at the vision board, look at my phone, look on the bathroom mirror, have those goals taped, and I can see it and I'm ready. So I'm ready to attack them. And I think that's good to do, and it'll help you. So you got to write the goals down. You have to write it down so you can see it.
Gotta see it.
Because it's statistically, you have a higher percentage chance of accomplishing those goals when you can see it, when you have them written out. So you want to do that. And I know a lot of people may say, well, you know what? I don't know how to plan. I don't know how to make goals. Well, you don't want to make goals unrealistic goals. You don't want to say I want to make $1 million, by the end of January 2020. Well, if you're only making 25,000 now, that may not necessarily be as realistic. But you want to start with goals that have a shorter time frame, like the first 30 days, quit drinking soda. If you have goals set for maybe your health, if you want to lose weight, or for the first 30 days, I'll walk 3 days a week, 30 minutes. So that's how I like to, because it's more obtainable. I'll have a higher success rate by setting goals like that because it's more realistic for me obtaining that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. And Shardy said, speak it, visualize it, prioritize it, take action in my low voice.
Listen, sis. Visualize it, prioritize it, take action.
That's right. So for me, my goals are easier for me to see if I put them in quarters: first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I think that's just for my corporate days. That's kind of how we did everything. And so it's easy for me to look down on and then what I like to do is after that first quarter, then I can see kind of how I did. Second quarter, I can make adjustments and say, I didn't do so well, or I did good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, add something to it. So I like breaking it down in quarters because it helps you kind of stay focused for the year. Sometimes if you say that I have a goal to make so much amount of money in the year, and then you don't touch that goal anymore until the end of the year, and then you don't meet it usually because you haven't, it's just for me anyway. I like to look at the goal in the first quarter, which is 3 months, first 3 months of the year, see if I'm on track, if I need to make adjustments, touch it, so that I can kind of see where I am and then go from there. So that's, for me, that's works good. Vision boards are great to look at because it's true, you have to visualize, you have to see it. But for me, I like to have a big board that's everything's written out. Like the vision board is nice, but I like to have them written out on like a chalkboard or something. That I like that. So whatever works for you. And yeah, whatever works for you.
Yes, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But take action and do it.
That's right. And do it. And then just do it. However you do it, just do it. You can. Shari said that's a great accountability tool. The year can fly by so fast, and it does. It flies by so fast. Yeah. And like this year has flown by.
Yes,
it's flown by pretty fast.
Yep, it has. Cool, awesome. So cool. We're in 26 minutes. Anything else you want to chat about?
Let me look at my list to make sure we covered everything that. We talked about everything that we have to talk about, and so if you are watching our lives and you have a question, relationship question or business question, let us know. Just comment and place your comment below, or send the message, and we'll be happy to answer it on our next live.
Absolutely, and everybody that's watching the replay, thank you so much. And even if it's the replay, if you have questions, please post it. So myself, Carla, we'll jump on here. We'll answer it. Or if it's something you want us to address live on the next Saturday live, because we're doing these every Saturday. We've made a commitment to do these lives together every Saturday. We can't set no time yet because it's a lot going on. But it's all in the commitment of taking action and doing it. And since we've been doing this, we've seen a steady progression of folks that have jumped on, that have reached out, saying that they appreciate it, they like it, just sharing feedback. And we know and understand that as we continue to do it, like in anything that you do, if you do it with consistency, you will get better and it will grow. So we don't know what time on Saturdays. But we're gonna
we're
gonna show up. We're gonna show up.
You're right. You're right, Lo. Consistency, and TD Jakes has been preaching about that. About that message is just about being consistent and showing up to life, and that's not only in business but even in life. Just showing up. A lot of times.
The
opportunity for you.
Absolutely, I was gonna say, you said opportunities. Opportunities, blessings. As long as you show up, you're opening up yourself for more and better and greater opportunities to open up. So, and that's how it works. So if there's something that you all have been wanting to start in 2020, set it and do it. Set and do it. Even if you can't commit to a time, or if it's working out and you're like, well, I can't go in the mornings, I can't go every morning because I got this. Well, for lunch, get up and go walk around the office, wherever. Whatever you do, just do it.
Get back in the gym.
And next thing you know, on that 30th day at the end of January, if you stay consistent and you make adjustments in your diet, you'll see weight loss. Your clothes will be looser on you. Next thing you know, you're like, oh man. Because I remember 2018 Mother's Day. When I came back from Mother's Day weekend with my mom, I took 30 days and I didn't drink anything. I didn't drink any alcohol. I didn't drink anything for 30 days. And I can't even remember the last time I took 30 days and didn't drink anything, as an adult. So, and I did it.
You did it.
And
you did.
Since then, my mindset has shifted and I'm more disciplined when it comes to not only, drinking, but also my eating habits.
Yeah, you have.
It's a lifestyle, right, babe? It's
and stay consistent. You really have. You've done a great job. Are you going to plan another fast from For the new year?
Yeah, the new year, starting in January. Yep, doing it again.
Let's do
So,
it again. I'll do it with you.
yeah, awesome. And I know we talked about that. So I have new goals, and I know you do too. And it helps. It helps when you have somebody else that does it with you, and that's that accountability partner that can say, "Hey, I know you feeling some kind of way. Don't do that. Don't go in there and get. Don't go in there and make that back in that club soda in that line. Come on in here. Get you some water. You need accountability partner that can
That's
help
true.
you. You need it, especially if you know that you're not gonna do it on your own, and you know you. Everybody know you. You know you. So if you're gonna need accountability partner to help you, if you don't have your spouse or someone, reach out to a friend or go online. There's a lot of groups on Facebook that you can link up with, that can help you. Right?
Yes, and that's a good topic. Should your accountability partner be your spouse?
It depends. That's a good one. You have to write that down. Don't forget that. Queen said, I admire your commitment to personal goals, business, and to each other. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies. Y'all are so inspiring. Positive blessings be unto the both
Thank
of
you,
you.
Shardy.
That means more than you know, sis. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you
Yes.
and looking forward to working
Yes.
more with you, on the team to do greater things in 2020. So yes, and can we go right into that's a good lead way into those of you that are interested in real estate, investing. That's what we do. So we've been in the business for a while now. If you have any questions about investing in real estate or even want to get started in the business, Carla is a licensed realtor. I do a lot of the investing side, and together we have, with our business, we're able to do both. So if that's something you're interested in, hit us up. We'd love to talk with you and possibly work with you. We have a lot of products and things that we've created to help folks that want to get started in the business. Right, babe? Can you hear me?
I couldn't really hear you, but
You can. Okay.
Sharonda said she's going to start her fast in January. So cool.
Awesome. Do it.
But I'm sure everything that you said was right on point.
Oh, I hate you couldn't hear me, but yes. So it's all good. But yeah, I was just saying if you need accountability partner, get
Oh,
one.
accountability partner. Yeah.
Yeah, get one. Find one. You can go online, hit your Facebook groups. Don't make that an excuse for you not to at least try what you've been wanting to try. If it's lose weight, if it's starting that business, whatever it is, connect with someone or group that can help you. And again, we can help you on the real estate side. So you can connect with us.
Sandra Jackson, proud of you, Carla. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you. Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you for joining our live.
Very
I
nice.
think that's this. If the name is correct, it's the same Sandra I worked with at Sprint. She is awesome. So
That's
nice that
great.
she is following
Wonderful.
us, and I know that she knows how shy and introvert I was at Sprint. So
Woo.
oh
Yeah, Sandra, that Carla is gone. She ain't shy no more, honey. She didn't book.
no, I still am. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Thank you, Sandra.
You've
Thank you.
done well. That's awesome. Cool. All right, guys.
Well, I can't hear you, but
You can't? Okay.
so
Well,
I'm
go
gonna have to
ahead.
end it.
I got it. I'll let you into Carla or not. Okay, guys. She can't hear me. Hoping you can hear me, but we appreciate you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful and fantastic Merry Christmas. And until the next live, take action.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.